I'm trying to finish this up, but anyway, headed to my lunch appointment. Listen, let me do this. Let me see. So the other video cut off when I was trying to explain about what I meant by fruitful. Fruitful means productivity, vision, he's progressing, etc. Whenever a woman starts having a discussion like this, men and women will tend to think, oh, she's all about the money. You know what? Stop it. Because you're about it too if you can make it. But anyway, I hate when people want to clap back like they're not interested in money. Let me tell you something. Don't be trippy because I'm making 6 and you making 4. Okay? So, but I'm just saying. So anyway, whenever we have this discussion, that people want to go off on that instead of just listening. It doesn't matter about the amount. When I'm talking about fruitful, I'm talking about that man has vision and he's being productive and he's growing. So yeah, you can work with that. You can get behind that. You can help him grow that, okay? You can't grow potential. God created potential. You didn't create potential. But anyway, let me get back to this married thing. Because I want to help my queens out there. Because sometimes when I talk, I know they be like, well, Jona, I'm already into this thing. Yeah, girl, you knee deep. And I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say that. But anyway, I'm going to help y'all. Here's the thing. And I had to be helped with this. This is from personal experience. This is from personal experience, guys. So you making 6 figures, he's making 40, 50K. But here's what happens. Here's the mistake that we make as women. We allow our budgets to be at a certain point to where we have to carry it. That if we lost our jobs, it will put the whole household in a tailspin. That should not be. And the reason being is because we were not created to be the providers. He is the provider. And so when you find yourself out of balance, that's why you getting up going to work every day stressed. You getting up every day, and I'm getting ready to get out this car. But I have to finish this because I've been talking to myself. But, you're getting up going to work every day stressed because when you look at that budget, you know that if you don't go to work, baby, y'all going to be in serious trouble. Y'all gonna be in serious trouble. You don't want that kind of stress. So I had a mentor because I was stressing and I was frustrated and I was tired. Not so much from him, but from the pressure I put on my own self. Okay? By, buying the big houses and the this and the that, and then now I got to support it. Okay? So I had a mentor years ago tell me that you have to be careful, especially when you make a lot of women, when you make a lot of money, that you could potentially, I forgot the exact words that he used to me, but it was really about taking, extracting or impacting his manhood or his kingship or something like that. So, I got it. I understood what he said, but I'm like, how do you turn this ship around? I mean, this thing is 20 years in the making. How do you turn it around? And basically what was said to me was that you just stop. I was like, stop? How you stop? You just stop. And so stopping for me was, I said, you know what? And I made the announcement that I would no longer be responsible for the mortgage. I would no longer be responsible for you. Anything that provided a roof over our head, I would no longer be responsible for. And he looked at me like, okay. So I asked my mentor before I made my announcement, I said, but, what if, so what does that mean? I may have to downsize? You might. What does that mean about, so if the light get cut off, he'll have to figure out how to make it work. So in other words, I did receive it, and but let me tell you what really happened to me. When I made the announcement, I kid you not, this happened to me. When I made the announcement that I was no longer paying those bills, I was doing the others. I would take up everything else. But anything that had to be, that impacted the roof over our head, I have not paid in years. I'm not doing it. I don't care what happens. I'm not doing it. If we lose the house, we lose the house. We lose the car, we lose the car. But anyway, and of course I paid the other stuff, but his responsibility was to take care of the roof over our head. I'll never do that again, ever. So, but here's what happened when I made that announcement. I had no idea what the impact was going to be. But guys, I entered in a state of peace like I had never experienced in my life before. Ever. I had no clue what was about to happen. Did the lights get cut off? Yep. Because I think he thought I was playing. he thought I was playing, But, it just, I mean, he figured it out. He figured it out. And we got back on track. And so for years, and here's the other side of this. When you get order in your household, something switches on in the spiritual realm. Because I never had to downsize my house. I've always lived in a home that was, to me, was good, I didn't have to move to a different neighborhood. I'm still in a 4-bedroom house. I still drive a nice car, but something happened inside of him. And my mentor was absolutely right. Because once I put that on him, then he stepped up. He was like, okay, I got to do XYZ. Because as long as I was doing it, guys, he was letting me. And so I hope this helped you ladies. Because y'all wearing me out today in the spiritual realm. I need to put my lipstick on so I can go in here and meet my friend. Anyway, I'm glad I got that out of me. But I hope that helped you guys. Because women, we weren't built for it. Can we finance it? Absolutely. We can do anything we want to do. But we weren't built for the stress of it. They were. But one thing about certain men, and I don't know what it is, but I'm kind of seeing a little bit of a pattern with some men, especially men who were raised by women. You find that in them a lot. You find it in other men as well, but most men who were raised by women, they don't have a problem with letting a woman take charge and run the house and pay all the stuff and do all of this stuff like that. But you don't want that. You don't want that. So whatever you have to do to turn that thing around, and your lights might get cut off like mine did. Just got me a flashlight. He figured it out. He got him turned back on the next day. I'm like, whatever. But guys, the peace that comes with that, no more stress. But I'm not, as long as I'm married, and hopefully you are married, you should not be commingling your funds with an individual who has not committed their life to you. But if you guys are married, let him carry that weight. He was built for it. You were not built for it. You were not built for it, darling. You're going to find yourself stressed out, high blood pressure and all that. Not the kid. I ain't going out like that. I'm like, and then what I found after that was the fact that, once I kind of took a look at the budget. Now we can do more things because I've got all this cash flow. I'm trying to help y'all. I am so trying to help y'all. But anyway, God got me telling all my business. But anyway, guys, I hope that bless you. Let me get in here and go see my friend. Let me put some lipstick on. Talk to y'all later. Bye. Former friend of mine. I just reconnected with him on Facebook. But I have to. Okay, so now let me deal with. I think I'm supposed to deal with the married ladies. I want to deal with this whole money issue. A lot of women in couple relationships. Hopefully you're married, because you should not be bringing your finances into a relationship where the man has not committed. That's foolish, okay? So let's just say that. You keep your money separate prior to that. That's my opinion. That's just my opinion. You can do what you want. But I'm not bringing my finances into a relationship until he's committed to me, okay? So we're going to keep that stuff separate. But anyway, so you're married and your funds are commingling. But ladies, let me tell you something. And please hear me. Please hear me. You can be making 6 figures and and let me clear this up before I go into this anyway. When I say the man has to be fruitful, I'm not talking about amount. I'm talking about vision, and I'm talking about productivity. So you could be making $100,000 and he could be making $40,000 or $50,000. That's fine, as long as he has vision to continue to keep growing, okay? So I'm not talking about numbers. Sometimes when I talk like this, and I've about this because, and I've recently stepped into it at another level. But the Help Me role is a very, very powerful role. Most women don't understand that. And it's a very peaceful role. It is restful. I'm going to see if I can finish this video because I need to get out of here for my lunch appointment. But anyway, my camera is going off. I need to clean off my phone. But I think I stopped off where I'm talking about trust. Trust is not a gift given, but an honor earned. You have to earn my trust. Ladies, we trust too soon. That's why we end up getting into all these situations, because we trust way too soon. And so anyway, that I thought that was just absolutely hilarious. But it's typical. It's very, very typical. Oh, there should be no issue of trust. Are you kidding me? You have not earned my trust. But I also wanted to talk about this, and because it's real. I know in the circles that I run in, a lot of women that I connect with, they make very good money. They make six figures, if you would. There's situations that happen when women get into that arena, because here's what they have to deal with, especially if you're single. I'll have to talk about the married stuff another time. But when you're single, you deal with men who are competitive. Now they're in competition with you, so they feel threatened by you. The other thing is that because you have expectations, now they think you a diva, or you this. They have names for women like that. Here's what I want you to understand. If you're coming to the table with fruit and he's coming to the table with potential, that thing is out of order. Because as a king and a queen, when you start talking about a king and a queen relationship, and I'm assuming that you guys are dating for marriage and you're dating for longevity, then if he has no potential, then you need to back up and allow him to get potential. Allow his potential to go from potential to fruit. And, I laughed the other day when I was reading that scripture to you guys, but it's the truth. Jesus looked at the fig tree and said, you know what? You got leaves on you, so why don't you have any figs? He cursed it. It dried up and died. Queens, why do we look at a man with potential? We can see the potential because he talks a good game. And he could potentially be very, very smart. But there's something on the inside of him that's keeping him from being fruitful. Is it slothfulness? Does he have some other character flaws that's keeping him from being successful? You need to back the heck up and find out. And stop being so quick to move. Your nurturing kicking in and go, oh, I can help him be whatever. You are a helpmeet. But he has to give you something to work with, more than just potential. Here's what I want to say to you guys. I love the helpmeet role. I think it's a very powerful role. And I'm gonna have to really teach you guys about this, because I've recently stepped into it at another level. But the help me role is a very, very powerful role. Most women don't understand that. And it's a very peaceful role. It is restful. It wasn't until I realized that, Jona, you were not created to provide. You were not created to drive the household. That is exhausting. It is absolutely exhausting. You know how peaceful it is to be led? To be taken care of? You can call it what you want, but I love it. I have no problem with it. And I'm still a boss. You see, I'm in here doing my thing. I'm getting ready to shut it down. But when you come home, he ain't trying to have you I got my thing going today, but he's not, he needs you to take that boss hat off. Now you're his helpmeet. So now you're thinking about vision, you're assisting him in prayer, you're lifting him up, and all the things that the helpmeet requires, both in the bedroom and outside the bedroom. And yes, I'm gonna have to go there one day. I know it's coming. I know it's coming. But, just starting out with these 7 ways that a queen conscious woman, 7 things that a queen conscious woman will not do with a man. And one of them is trusting him without verifying what he's saying. There's nothing. And if he questions you about that, you better pay attention to that. Okay, guys, I'm going to get off of here. Anyway, I'm getting ready to go to lunch. And I've got another appointment after that. So it's going to be a nice weekend. I'm going to get some work done too. But anyway, guys, I had to jump on and say something. Anyway, guys, talk to you later. See you Sunday night. You don't want to miss it. Bye. Guys, I had to go live, right? I'm in a conference room. I'm finishing up a meeting, about to finish up my day. And I think I'm headed to lunch with a friend. But anyway, I had to get on here live because this guy came for me this morning on a couple of my posts. You guys heard my response. But I wanted to send this video to you guys because I wanted you to really pay attention to the expectation potentially from a man that he expects you to trust him. Seriously? Dude, I just met you last night. Why am I trusting you right now? And for you to understand that it is okay for you to ask questions. It is okay for you to get him to verify and verify his answers. Oh, remember I said, oh yeah, my credit score is 850. But now you done got locked into this emotional, passionate relationship 6 months down the road, and you find out it's 540 because you didn't verify. That's all I'm saying. But you see how quick he was to respond? Oh yeah, we're a team. Dude, we're not a team until I know you can take care of me. You're not going to drag me to the altar and then have me working like a Hebrew slave to take care of you. That's not happening. Okay? So anyway, it was funny because, Darren is on my page pretty frequently, but still, his perspective is the perspective of a lot of men. His perspective is also the perspective that a lot of women or queens have accepted. It is unacceptable, guys. Trust? Especially when he came back and said, I am videoing this for my girl, Dr.